Today we're going to show you how we hook up a gas range.
This is going to be behind the range, and whether we need electric, there's the electric box, or gas, there's the gas pipe and the gas valve, which is in the off position right now, and at the end of that gas pipe is a plug. There's the back of the range where we're going to make our connection. So to get started, first we go back to that pipe, and that's a 1/2 inch pipe, and we're going to go ahead and step it up a 1/2 inch to that 3/4 inch right there.
We're also going to show you 3 safety tips that we use so we can be sure that our gas connection is good and solid. The reality is a gas can be a little scary, but if you know the safety tips and what to look for, it can take away a lot of that fear.
For starters, we're going to use one of these Brascraft gas connection kits. They're at all the big box stores. You can also get them on Amazon. You can pick these up on Amazon in the link below in the description if you're interested. And they come in different sizes for different appliances. Also from the connection kit is this gas safety plus valve. Here's their explanation on it, but it provides a way of making sure that if you have a leak, and keeps you from being in danger. This to the 1/2 inch pipe right there, add this to the end of that, and then we're going to connect our gas line. First things first, we're making sure that we've got this turned off, and when any valve is perpendicular to the flow of the pipe, then you know it's in the off position. So we'll go ahead and take off the plug. The first way you want to be able to make sure that everything is good is by smell. The gas companies put in an odor in the gas so that you can use your nose and make sure that you can tell if there's a leak or not. And this is really the most complicated thing, is just making sure you've got all the right unions and connections to make everything work. All right, so before we can add this on here, we need to make sure that these threads don't leak. In the past, we've used this gas tape. It's thread tape, and it's similar to plumbing tape, and you wrap it around. We would wrap it around the threads several times like that, and it's supposed to provide a leak barrier. And the only problem is if you have a little burr on your threads, it can cut a hole in this tape and potentially provide a way of leaking. Most people, as you can see right here, use a non-hardening pipe joint compound, and again, we're Amazon affiliates, and you can pick this up on Amazon as well. This provides a paste, if you will, all around the threads, and it is handles great temperature swings, and handles extremely high pressure. Now, gas is not at high pressure, but again, this is the stuff that really works to fill those thread spaces. This is something you just have to use if you're going to use gas. And then we're going to go ahead, tighten this. All right, so that's good and tight. Now we follow that with more pipe compound, thread sealant compound on this side of the coupling. And you have to be real careful to get all the sides. And because I can't see back here, I'm going to use my phone to make sure I can see it. All right, so I just slide my phone back there. There, I can see that I've got thread compound, that joint compound on the back side of it. And that's what you want to see. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add this end. A little monkey wrench, a little plumber's wrench here. There you go. Good and tight. Okay, we're going to take the safety valve off this yellow pipe. It has a flared end on this one. This side, when it has a flared end, never gets pipe thread sealant on it. Only the non-flared end, because this will seal itself, but this one won't. So we're going to go ahead and add our pipe thread sealant onto our safety valve. The safety valve never goes to the appliance. It always is connected to the pipe, the inflow of the pipe, and not to the appliance. Just something important to remember. Okay, now that we've got our thread sealant on there, go ahead and add this in. Now I'm putting a wrench on this fitting right here, because as I tighten this, I don't want any of these pieces here. I don't want any of these to turn, because that could break the seal, and then you'd have a gas leak. So I'm going to hold this one stable, and then I'm only going to turn this guy right there. We once had a furnace company put in gas lines in the house for us, and they didn't hold this. They didn't hold the steady, and then they ended up breaking one of these, and then we had a gas leak. And you know if you have a gas leak because it smells. So, and that one you saw when I turned this one also turned, but I just put that on there, so that's okay. We're in there good and tight, and now we're ready to attach our gas line. And remember, this is the flared side, so no pipe sealant goes on that. It's because of the way this has the fitting fits snugly. Connect our gas supply line. And then we'll tighten up here. And this fits pretty snugly. You can feel it. It gets tight. And that's good enough right there. So now this is all connected. Now we have to move to the appliance side of things. Like we did before, the flared end is not getting pipe thread paste on it, just the end that's not flared, which goes into the appliance. So we keep this side clean. All nicely. Go ahead and screw it in. The final step is to go ahead and connect our supply hose and then tighten it with the wrench. And now that it's tight, we'll go ahead and test it for leaks. Okay, our last thing to do is take a little little dish soap. Just get a little soapy water on our brush. Just dab the joint where these connections are, and if you have a leak, immediately you'll get bubbles, like a little kid blowing bubbles, and that'll tell you got a problem. That's your visual test, and then your nose is your smell test, because that is another way to find out if you have a leak, is because of the odor that the gas gives off. And then last but not least is this other safety valve. Those kinds of safety features are real helpful when you're trying to make sure that everything is well connected. We've tested both sides, both the oven side and the wall side, and we got no leaks. We're also careful not to pinch this flexible gas line, but it's working just fine. And there we go. That's it. The stove's installed. The gas is good. No leaks. And it didn't take that much. If you have any questions, leave us a comment in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. We've got more videos coming. See you next time.